What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. Story time, yeah. Back again, man. Look, hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that comment button for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that share, man. Share it on Facebook. Share wherever you can share. And for all y'all that I bumped into while I was out there in Vegas, man. Hey, I'd like to say, man, thank you for your support. I was glad to run into y'all. I had a nice time out there, and I'm just glad to meet y'all, man. I'm glad y'all support me. Thank you. On to the story. Man, listen. We gonna take this one back to junior high school. We gonna take it back to junior high school. Now, a lot of y'all out there, y'all don't even know what the term junior high school mean. The older people do. Y'all know what it mean. But for those who don't, junior high school is what my generation called middle school. Y'all call it middle school now. We call it junior high school. And y'all have, and in this day and age, the grades have been changed on what's what and what is what. During my time, elementary school was from kindergarten to the 6th grade. After 6th grade, you had a 6th grade graduation where, bang, you moved over into junior high school, or what y'all call middle school nowadays. Now, junior high school was from the 7th grade to the 9th grade. And then after that, you went to high school, which was from 10th grade to 12th grade. Then you graduated and went on and did whatever you're going to do. But now, it's all different now. I'm not really 100% sure on what I think junior high, middle school, y'all call it, start at 6th grade now, or whatever. But y'all know, I just gave y'all the thing on how it went when I was going. The junior high school that I went to was called Carver. I went to Carver Junior High School. Carver sits right there on Vernon and Wadsworth. You know, anything on that east side, on our side of Slauson, they know about Carver. They went to Carver. You know what I'm saying? The 5 Trey Avalons went to Carver. The 40 Avalons went to Carver. The 4 Treys went to Carver. When I went to Carver, it wasn't no such thing as a 4 deuce or 4-8. So, you know, that was unheard of back then. But, you know, the 4 Treys went to Carver with us. The Villains went to Carver. The Peblos went to Carver. Who else? 30 Pyrus went to Carver. But now, of course, then again, when I was going to Carver, was the 30 Pyrus out there? No, not when I was going to Carver. Because I went to Carver in the 70s. So it wasn't no 30 Pyrus. Who else? Some Outlaws went to Carver. Some Five Deuce Broadways went to Carver. Then you had like 1 or 2 6 Deuce East Coasters, you know, but now when I went to Carver, they were 6 Deuce in hoods. But now, you know, miscellaneous, you know, dudes from different areas got kicked out. The school area over there where they was at had to come over here, give them their auntie address or their grandmama address. They got to go to Carver. So now Carver was the whole thing back when I was going, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to look. Junior high school was 9 times out of 10 for most people during that time. That was the beginning of their game career. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes started banging, but you know, like in the 7th grade, 7th or 8th grade, somewhere up in there. A lot of us, you know, there was a few who started like in the 6th grade. Whether you was claiming or hanging or banging, you know what I'm saying, around that area right there. So it was on. And then, like I say, you know, back during my time, you know, don't look at it during today. I don't, you know, no, you can't compare today to it versus 2025 versus the 1970s. You can't put it together. You know what I'm saying? Totally different things. So that's why, you know, believe it or not, I tell these stories, but a lot of y'all that are younger or from different places, y'all not gonna really feel it and understand it the way I really want you to, because you weren't around to experience it, you know. But I give y'all stories anyway. Man, listen. At Carver, this was the demographics. The Crips had the front of the school. Bloods had the back of the school. Now, I'm quite sure y'all remember a story I told y'all about when my greedy behind tried to sneak out the back gate of Carver and run across the street to the Chinese restaurant because I wanted to get me some egg foo young. You know, egg foo young. I got beat down over a plate of egg foo young. Now, for y'all who don't know what that is, check with your nearest Chinese restaurant and you'll figure it out. I ain't finna explain it. But yeah, they called me at back there. But like I say, I was going through the back gate. I was going through the back. And you know what happens. We would always, as Crips, we would always huddle up at the front of the school. You know what I'm saying? Running, you know, during the school hours, we just running everywhere. Everybody running everywhere, doing whatever they doing. At this time, there was no strife between us and the folk trades. So, you know, the majority of Crips there at that time when I was going there, you had the 5 Trey Avalons and you had the 4 Trey Avalons. They was Avalons too at that time. So, we would congregate, man, fight with the villains, fight with the Peblos, fight with whoever we fight with during the day, going to different classes and so on and so forth, you know. I'm finna tell y'all about a fight I had with a dude. Now, this dude was not no gang banger. I was, but he wasn't. This dude was a player type. Now, unbeknownst to a lot of people, back during the late 70s, early 80s, the East Side had a lot of player type dudes. You know what I'm saying? With the perms and the, you know, the collar popping and the, you know, that was them. I couldn't stand them. Man, I did not like it. Man, oh, man, listen. That was just me. And it was a lot of my homeboys too. A lot of the 5 Trey. We did not like none of that collar popping, pimpy dude, hustler, player Mac pimp type, you know what I'm saying, type get down, all them old fly dudes. Man, we beat they behind just to be doing something. You know, that like back in the day, we had a little, you know, a little crew of dudes that came out right there on 52nd, but called 5 Deuce PSH, Pimp Style Hustlers. Man, now I'm gonna tell y'all, now that chapter our heart, we couldn't stand them cats. We immediately got on their head. Boy, I'm on your head, boy. You know what I'm saying? We got on their head. Man, it took us a couple of years. We kicked them dudes and they behind every time we caught one, you know? Now, it was 1 or 2 of them that was down, though. You know what I'm saying? And the few that was down, of course, they eventually all end up turning 5 Trey Avalon. But, you know, the few that tried to stay strong and act like they wasn't going to get in line, you know, they had to suffer the ultimate demise. I'm going to let y'all figure that out. But anyway, so, and it was like that during that time, man, all over. It seemed like every regular Crip hood or Blood hood in LA, whatever, had some type of offshoot pimp player hustler clique. That was right around. If the gangbangers was on this street, they had a little hustler pimpy dude player clique on this next street, you know? So that was going down a lot, but now we wasn't going for it though. We shut that mess down ASAP, real fast. So, on back to the school. Man, one day, man, we go to school. We at the school. So now it's me, my homeboy Warlock, and my homeboy Big Boy. We was over by the gym, by the gym area, just kicking it. So I just got up and walked off. I had to go. What I had to go do, I'm not really sure. But let me tell y'all something, man. For those who know, they know. For those who don't know, you don't know. Man, look, and back in the LA school district back during this time, man, I'm gonna tell you the 3 main things that was it. That was it, man. At school, as far as eating go. Now you had your lunch, you know, you had your, you know what I'm saying, your regular go in the building and get your lunch or whatever. But now for those who had 2-3 pennies to spend, you went to like the little snack line booth outside. It's set close to Vernon. You know what I'm saying? Not on Vernon, but it was, you know, on that side of Carver. Boom. Man, listen. The three things that everybody would get. This is how you know you held a little prestige at your school, because you know people look, they watch, they see who buying what, who got money. You know what I'm saying? Looking at what your clothes look like when you come to school, how you walk, talk, look, act, dress, and the whole hookup. You know. So now, if you running up in there with them tickets, getting them free meals or whatever, you know, females gonna kind of tend like, no. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, like I say, those who wanted to be seen, they was out at the snack line. These are the three things. Excuse me, somebody was calling. These are the three things that you have to have, man, on a everyday basis. One, the carton of fruit punch. Two, man, them high school pizzas. Three, last but definitely not least, matter of fact, might be three, the most important was that coffee cake, man. Ooh, that coffee cake, man, you know. That's it. That's them right there, y'all. Oh, what you thought I wasn't gonna show it to you? Y'all thought I wasn't gonna show it to you? There they go. Man, boy, them things right there, man, made the day go round. A slice of that with one of them fruit punches in the carton. Oh yeah, it was on. I got whooped for that coffee cake right there, y'all. Yeah, that was it right there, man. That coffee cake. Oh man, you had to have it. Now, this is a story about a day when I was going to get my coffee cake, and you know, my whole little get out, and it didn't go right for me this day. Well, it didn't go right for some other folks too. Man, listen, I call myself getting me some. I bit bopped over there, man. I'm in the line. I'm gonna get me a coffee cake, you know, get me a pizza and a fruit punch, and I get it. I got my coffee cake, my pizza, and my fruit punch, and I spin to get out of line and go on back with the homies or whatever, and let the next man in line go and do what he gonna do. No sirree, Bob. It didn't happen like that. Dude horse playing. They playing with each other, whatever. He threw his arm back and knocked that coffee cake out my hand. Man knocked my coffee cake down, y'all. I just froze. I looked at it. So the dude looking at it, he look at me, he look at me. He ain't offered no apology, no my bad, no nothing. So I'm like, dang, cuz, man, you done knocked my coffee cake out my hand, fool. Man, you gotta get me another one. Now, when I looked at this clown, he was one of them old player type dudes. With them old silk shirts on, them old funny church pants, with them plastic shoes, and one of them old perms in his head. And you know what I'm saying? A real live collar popper, you know, moving the shirt. No, man. I ain't finna, no, No, I didn't knock that down. Fool, tell me he didn't knock it down. Didn't knock it, man, you did knock it down, man. You bumped into me. I'm like, hey, cuz, check this out, fool. Hey, man, you better. So now, I done got super duper aggressive. Now, let me explain something to y'all. The person I am today, the way I look today, and the way I look, you know, within the last, you know, when I was doing my prison time and all that, I didn't have that look, y'all. You know, I will admit that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, years later, I was an intimidating figure. Still am today. Not back then. Man, back then, I was a short, little fat, little nappy head dude that was going for bad. Now, it wasn't that I was scary. I get out. I'm banging. I'm from the turf. So, you know, it is what it is, was what it was, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Or see, you know? So, look. The average person gonna look at me and like, oh, I got him. You know, he's short, fat, little stubby arms. You know what I'm saying? Fat baby face, jaws blowed up. You know what I'm saying? I was a chunky monkey. Okay, but I was gonna get down though. I was gonna get down. Me and old boy kept going back and forth. We going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth about this coffee cake. Man, I went on and fired on this fool. Cause you know you old player type dude anyway. I don't like your kind anyway. Anyway, I used to get a kick out of, you know how you pull the matches off a book and you can put in this a book, say this the book of the book where you strike it at the striker, and you put the match on the striker and psh, you shoot it off, psh, and it shoot off like a little fireball. Man, I used to love, man, to catch them little player dudes with them long perms who wasn't looking, and I shoot the matches in their hair. Phew, phew, phew. Man, I lit one dude up, man. I got one dude, he lit up like a Roman candle. Oh, I got somewhere. But anyway, I don't like that. At that time, I didn't like them type, man. Oh, I'm no. I fired on this fool. Bam! When I fired on him, he fired back. Bow! Oh, shoot. Whoa! It's home. It's home. You got to know it's finna be a problem. You, a player. Me, gangster crib. You do the math on how it's gonna turn out at this school. When I get back to the homies, cause I'm running back to the homies real fast. I ain't got a problem with it. I'm running back to the homies fast as I can get back to them. But I wasn't finna run away from this fight. No, I'm already engaged in a fight now. Now, if the homies show up later, I let them know. Or after the fight, when I see them, I let them know. I ain't going nowhere. We fighting, and I'm right here fighting. Man, me and this dude going round for round, pound for pound. I ain't gonna lie, he is kicking my ass. Woo! Boy, he putting poles on my jaws, you know? But I'm giving it all I got. He was a little taller than me. You know, I'm a little short, stubby dude. Arms about this long, you know? And I'm just like, I'm going for it. I'm so mad, I want to bite him, scratch him. I don't know what all I want to do to him. You know what I'm saying? Stick a water hose in his mouth, down his throat, turn it on. I just want to get him, you know? Beat me up, man. Girls out here looking, dudes looking. So boom, I heard through the crowd somebody say, "Oh, cuz. Oh, cuz." Bam. Next thing you know, the homie big boy come through and fired on that fool. Wow. Gave him one. Now the little player partners that was with him, because there was three of them, they didn't want to get in. They didn't look. They recognized, okay, fight. All right, cool. But now, if it's gonna stay just right here, okay, whatever. But now they know this is not gonna stay right here. You have gotten into a squabble with a known gang member, a known gang banger. You got into it. And you know we coming back, man. If it don't happen today, we gonna be waiting on y'all when school let out. When we come to school the next day, we coming. And when I come to school tomorrow, man, I'm bringing the set with me. Man, I'm finna go tell the homies what happened. And man, we gonna be up at that school kicking ass. If we better not see a perm, a pair of church shoes, none of them angel flight slacks that didn't have no pockets on the back that grip your butt cheeks, them old weird pants, none of them funny shirts. Yeah, let us see y'all. Man, boy, look here. It was gonna be pimp juice all over the school, because we were gonna tear tail up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like Cat Williams said, pimp down, because it was gonna be a gang of them down. And they knew this, you know, they knew it. So but now old boy, he wasn't no punk though. But me and homie got on him, man. We dog walked him. We beat him up. His partners didn't help. You know what I'm saying? Beat him up, let him know what was up. You already know what happened when you beat him up. We finna run your pockets. We beat him up. I ripped his shirt. You know what I'm saying? And then we ran that fool pockets. Let's get all that. You know what I'm saying? Now get on. Bow. Kicked him in the behind. Man, get on up out of here, man. I seen him. He didn't come to school for about 3-4 days. But after that, I seen him again. He didn't want that smoke though. He didn't say nothing to me. And I didn't say nothing to him. Now I will admit, I didn't really have to say nothing to him because we done packed him out and beat him up, took his money, robbed him. It's the ball in his court. What you gonna do? As far as me just pushing the envelope a little bit further, no, I wasn't finna do that. The man done already beat me up once before the homie got there, you know. So I'm knowing, hey, it might be round, it might be part 2 to that, and I don't know where no homie at right now, you know. But anyway, that's how that went down, man. That type of stuff happened all the time, man. Yeah, all the time. So it ain't no thing though, man. But anyway, in the meantime, between time, y'all, man, tell the people you love them. And don't ever in life forget, homie, I represent the gangsters, homie. The what, the who, the where, the what? The East Side Avalon gangsters, cuz I'm out. Peace.
Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie. Ain't nobody gangsta party. 421, man. 421, man.